Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today is February 20th, 2017. And I'm coming to you today, as promised, with my What Do I Eat in a Day video. Y'all have to tell me if my hair act crazy, because y'all remember yesterday my hair was all over the place doing that video, because I have no mirror to see. Anyway, so today I'm coming to you with my first meal, and that is my bulletproof coffee. In this bulletproof coffee, I have 1 tablespoon of coconut oil, which is 120 calories, and I have 1 tablespoon of butter, which is 100 calories. So this 1 cup of coffee is 220 calories. Now, since I started back and I was taking that medication, I was forced to actually count every single calorie and how many carbs that I eat in a day. I mean, really regimented, and that's what I've stuck to. Because since I've been off of the pills, the medication, it has really helped me. So I take my cup, I put it on my scale, and then I start adding my ingredients just to see how much everything weighs. And yeah, so that's what I do now. I weigh everything, and I've given myself a total calorie intake for the day between 1,500 to 1,700 calories. And the reason why I gave it so high is because I actually do go to the gym and I work out vigorously. So that is my first meal of the day. Now, what I plan to do today is I'm going to do some kettlebell swings. I'll probably do 5 sets of 20 swings with a 25-pound weight. I'll do some deadlifts with my kettlebell, and I'm going to do some squats with my kettlebell, as well as some chest presses with that same kettlebell. Other than that, I'm going to do a lot of push-ups. I've already done my tricep dips today, and I'm going to be doing some lunges today as well, because if it's not hurting, it ain't working, okay? And I have to have soreness, and I was really sore this week, so sore, but my soreness has gone away, and now I feel like I'm not doing anything because I don't have the soreness in my body to remind me of what I've done. So my arms hurt just a teeny bit today from the tricep dips, but I gotta put some more effort into that. So I'm not actually gonna go to the physical gym today. I'm just gonna work out at home. After that, I'm gonna come back later on today, and you and I are gonna cook together. We're gonna make some barbecue chicken and some sauteed cabbage that I'm going to saute in some bacon fat that I've saved to the side. Other than that, that is going to be the meal for today. I don't really eat a whole bunch. I eat when my body says it's hungry, and as long as it's in my calorie restriction plan. And I never have more than 10 to 15 carbs in a day. And my carbs come from vegetables and vegetables alone. I don't put anything else. I don't have any breads, I don't have any rices, pastas, or anything like that. So all of my carbs come from what's in my actual foods. So if I reach 10 or 15 carbs in a day, that's stretching it. I may make 10 carbs. Maybe I make 10 carbs on any given day. Yeah, so that's about it for now, guys. Oh, no, there isn't. There's something else I want to talk about. One thing is, I don't know if any of you heard of it. It's called LuLaRoe. It's a clothing store that you'll find mostly in Facebook groups. A lot of people have Facebook groups where they're selling LuLaRoe clothing. And yes, I have eaten the addictive fruit of LuLaRoe. And I have like 15 pairs of their leggings and 3 Randys that I absolutely love. And I'm always looking for more pairs, but I really need to stop. Anyway, I was thinking of becoming a consultant, but not for LuLaRoe themselves. I was thinking about Honey and Lace, and I don't have much information. You can't find information on them online. So if anybody out there, any of you, any of my subscribers, anybody who's passing through, if you happen to know anything about Honey and Lace, please drop me a comment in the comment section below and tell me what you know about Honey and Lace, or if you know of a consultant from Honey and Lace that I can reach out to get some information on. And if you yourself have purchased any of the clothing from Honey and Lace, let me know how you like them. And for those of you who have bitten the LuLaRoe fruit, if there's a pair of leggings or a top or a garment from LuLaRoe that you like, leave me a comment in the description box below letting me know which garment it is that you like best. Yes, and lastly, do you like my lipstick? My lipstick is from Mark. It is a line from Avon, and this particular color is called Vixen. I just had to shout out with that because I like this dark lipstick on my body, my face, so I really do. Anyway, guys, I'm gonna come back later on with the last meal of the day, which is gonna be our dinner. And yeah, I'll talk to you soon. Bye. First thing we're gonna make today is our barbecue chicken. I have some chicken legs and chicken thighs that I've already pre-seasoned, and you can use your favorite seasoning of your choice. I'm gonna put this in the oven, which I've already preheated for 350 degrees for the first, I wanna say, half hour uncovered. For the next half hour, I'm gonna cover it with some barbecue sauce. The barbecue sauce that I've chosen, and I use this quite frequently, you can't see it here now, but I will put a picture of it at the end of the video. This is called, or maybe I'll insert it in the middle of the video. I think I'll insert it in the middle of the video. So it's from G. Hughes. It's sugar-free barbecue sauces in the flavor of hickory. It has 2 carbohydrates for 2 tablespoons. This is absolutely delicious, and it's actually 10 calories for 2 tablespoons. So this is a really good choice for barbecue sauce. So what I'm going to do is put my chicken in the oven right now. Get that in there. All right, so we're going to let that cook, and we're going to come back to that. Okay, next thing we're going to be talking about are our peanut butter cookies. And in here I have 1 cup of organic peanut butter. I have 1 tablespoon of Swerve. This is the confectioner's blend. It says Swerve, this is the ultimate sugar replacement, and this is the confectioner's blend. I have a tablespoon of that, and I also have 1 teaspoon of oat fiber, and that's just to give it a little bit of a cookie doughish kind of flavor. Personally, I do not put more than a tablespoon of this in any particular dish that I make, only because, for me, in my opinion, it causes things to taste as if it's bitter. It gives it like a bitter taste, so I don't want that. I was going to use maybe some date sugar, but I've talked myself out of that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to mix this up in the bowl, and then I'm going to come back and we're going to put the cookies. Okay, I just wanted to quickly bring everybody over. This is what our peanut butter cookies look like so far when it's in the blender. It's doing quite nice. It's nice and thick. Okay, everybody, so now my peanut butter mixture, cookie mixture is done, and this is what it looks like. Hope you can see that. And what I'm just going to do is I'm going to take 2 spoons and I'm going to put it on my already greased or oiled pan. I'm just going to put them in little lumps all around the pan. It looks like I've got an excessive amount of cookie dough in here, so I may need to freeze some of this for later, because the last thing I want to do is have a bunch of cookies on hand that I can nibble on at any time I want to. I would rather have to take it, defrost it, or take it, cut it up right from the freezer and bake it, which is something that I'm not going to want to do on a regular basis. So I'd rather have it frozen than have it ready to go, or bake them in advance, because then I'll eat more than I need to, and I don't want to do that. As you can probably tell, not every one of my cookies are even, and that's fine with me. It doesn't really matter. I don't have any special guests appearing that it needs to be perfect or anything. So, all right. All right, so I am not going to put any of those fork scoring decorations into my peanut butter cookies. I'm just going to leave them like so, like a little lump. And as you can tell, I still have, with all these cookies, this is 4 times 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is 20 cookies. And out of these 20 cookies that I made here, I still have that much batter remaining. So I can make another 20 plus cookies at a later date. And that's what I'll do. So what I'm going to do with these cookies, I'm going to put them on another rack in my oven at the same 350 degrees. And I'm going to cook these for 10 minutes. Okay, everybody, so what we're going to do is move on to our third dish, which is going to be our vanilla ice cream. In this pan, I have some heavy whipping cream on a very, very low simmer, and I have it on a low simmer because I don't want the milk to burn. And what you want to do is continue to stir this on a consistent basis, okay? So you can use heavy whipping cream, which I have here from Great Value from Walmart, or you can use heavy cream, but you do not want to use half and half or milk or anything like that. Just heavy whipping cream or heavy cream. To this, what I'm going to do is I'm going to be putting in some vanilla flavor. This is pure vanilla extract from McCormick, and I'm going to put in approximately a tablespoon or so. Could be more. Hell, let's do 2. Why not? Okay, so we're going to do that. And then to this, what I'm going to do is add my sweetener of my choice. I'm using Sucre Drops. This is a no-calorie liquid sweetener. I purchased this particular one from Amazon.com. To me, this is the best tasting artificial sweetener I have ever had. And this is just pure sucralose, nothing else. So to this, I'm just going to add 10 drops. 1, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then what I'm going to do is before I actually put this in the refrigerator to cool down some, I am going to taste it for sweetness. Okay, so next thing I'm going to do is I have 5 egg yolks in here. I have separated these earlier, and that's why I put the egg whites into my ice cream. I'm just going to put them 1 yolk at a time, and then I'm just going to stir it up. And from this point, we want to keep stirring. So that's another yolk. Let's just put those 3 in there because one kind of broke up. So you want to make sure that you stir, that you do not want a cooked egg in your ice cream. So you want to make sure that you mix it very, very well. And then afterwards, we're going to put it through a strainer. So just in case there's any cooked egg, it doesn't get mixed up in our ice cream. Okay, and lastly, we're going to use the last egg yolk and a half, and we're just going to put that in there, and we're going to continue to mix that. And now at this point, I'm going to turn off the fire because I don't need it to cool forever. The longer you cook it is the hotter it gets, and the longer it's going to take to cool down in your refrigerator. So I just want it warm where everything can mix, and it can cool down relatively quickly in the refrigerator. Okay, so I have that done. And now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to taste it for sweetness. And that is a-okay perfect with me. So I don't need anything else. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to get my strainer and we'll move on to the next step. Alright everybody, so at this point what we're going to do is we're going to strain our ice cream mixture into this bowl because we want to make sure we don't have any cooked ice cream, any cooked eggs in our ice cream mixture. Okay, and we actually did catch a few. So that's pretty cool. Alright, so that was simple. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this mixture in my refrigerator for approximately 30 minutes until it cools down. And then I'm going to pour it into my ice cream mixture, and I'll take you through that process as well. Okay everybody, so we're moving into the last thing, and this is my ice cream maker. It's a Cuisinart 2-quart frozen yogurt sorbet and ice cream maker. I made some ice cream in here earlier, so that's why you have some reminiscences of it on the top. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my chilled custard that I made today for my ice cream. I'm just simply going to pour that in the ice cream maker. And one thing I do have to say is I want to go over the ingredients for the ice cream because I did forget and leave out one main ingredient, which I always forget. So you want to have 2.5 cups of heavy whipping cream or heavy cream, a tablespoon of vanilla or more to your liking. You would have the artificial sweetener of your choice, and last you need 5 egg yolks, and most importantly, do not forget a pinch of salt. Without the pinch of salt, this ice cream will not turn into actual ice cream. It's going to stay liquid. For my ice cream maker, what I see that happens to make it work better is I put a plate over this hole. Now this hole that's here, when I turn the ice cream maker on, it's kind of loud, but this one starts to turn. But what I'm going to do when it starts to turn, this hole is for if you want to put like, when it starts to get harder or firmer, the ice cream, you can put like different types of ingredients like chocolate or strawberries or whatever you want to put in your ice cream. But I'm just going to leave mine plain. So I'm going to put a plate over this. This is going to hold the cold that's already in here, because this basin here stays in the freezer at all times at my house. Then I'm going to take this towel. Yes, it's a whole process. I'm going to take this towel and I'm going to cover the ice cream maker up, which is going to keep all the cold in, which is going to help my ice cream to harden faster. Do I need to do all this? Absolutely not, because this bucket right here always stays in the freezer, so you don't need to do any of this. But I like my ice cream to get hard faster. Instead of taking maybe a half hour, 20 minutes, it could take long, it could take shorter. And depending upon whether or not I forget my salt or not, if I have to add it back in, it will just freeze that much quicker for me. So I'm just going to turn it on and it's just going to start the process. I can come back in the middle and let you see what it looks like as it's getting firmer. I just wanted to quickly come back and show you that the ice cream is beginning to solidify. It's getting a little bit firmer, but it is still churning away in the ice cream maker. So I'll be back in a little bit. This is the final product of the ice cream. It is firm, and now the bowl is going around, but the ice cream is not moving because now it has solidified. So I'm going to remove this from the ice cream maker and put it in a regular bowl or container that I'm going to store the ice cream in the freezer. Okay, our last and final dish of the day is going to be our sauteed cabbage. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to start on a very, very high flame, and I'm going to take some old bacon fat that I have in here, nice healthy scoop because I have a lot of cabbage to cook, and I might end up adding more cabbage, more bacon fat, I'm not sure. I'm just going to let this melt in the pan. Maybe I turn the fire down just a tad bit. And I want to turn on my fan. Maybe just a little bit. I hope you all can still hear me. Okay. So what we're going to do is just let our bacon fat melt a little bit. Okay. So what I'm going to start doing at this point is start grabbing handfuls of cabbage, and I'm just going to put them into my pan here to cook. Now I'm not going to put it all in at one time, obviously, because I need it to cook down a little bit before adding some more, or else I'll just have too much in my pan for me to stir. Okay, so what I'm going to do is cook this down a little bit, and I'll be right back. Okay, to the cabbage that's in this pan with the bacon fat, what I'm going to do is add a little bit of salt. So I'm just going to add just a tad bit. And that's it. Now I'm going to continue to stir this in, let it cook down. I'm going to turn my wick back up now that my cabbage is in here. And I'll be back in a jiffy. Okay, so what I have in here is all of my cabbage now in this big old pot, which is going to saute down. I personally don't like any of my vegetables fully cooked. I like them half cooked, half raw, because I like that little bite. So I am going to come back to you with the finished product of the chicken, barbecue chicken, and the cabbage. So once again, like I said, when the chicken is half cooked, then you can put your barbecue sauce on. If you're a person who likes to cook your chicken fully cooked from raw all the way to finish with the barbecue sauce on, then you can go ahead and do that. If you're the kind of person that likes to cook your chicken till it's completely done and then put your barbecue sauce on the top, you can go ahead and do that. I like to cook mine halfway, put my barbecue sauce in for it to bake a little bit into the chicken, and then I like to take it out. So to each his own. But we will be having sauteed cabbage and some barbecue chicken. And for dessert, if we feel like having dessert, we'll have some vanilla ice cream and 1 or 2 peanut butter cookies, and that's it. So I'll come back with the final product, guys. I want to come back quickly and show you the final product of the ice cream. It is firm, it is solidified, and I'm going to put this in the freezer. And yeah, that's it. I'll have maybe a scoop or 2 today with maybe a peanut butter cookie, and I can show you the peanut butter cookies as well. They have finished. This is them. Okay, so yeah, I should have flattened them out, but next time I will do that. So I have peanut butter cookies here that are sugar-free, along with sugar-free vanilla ice cream, and this is a dessert that I can have once in a while as a treat, not something that I can have on a continuous basis. But yeah, this is them. That's it. So I'm going to come back and show you dinner once it has finished cooking. Okay, everybody, here's the final product, the barbecue chicken and sauteed cabbage. And the cabbage was sauteed in bacon fat, as we remember. And on the side, you have the vanilla ice cream and peanut butter cookies. Well, I hope everybody enjoyed this video, and I'll see you next time. Thank you for watching. Bye.